Hey YouTube, it's Alex. I'm doing a video because I have a very popular video that I still continuously get comments on, and I wish all of my videos were like that. Wouldn't that be awesome? The video I'm talking about is the removal of my cerclage. I think that's what I titled it. Not positive. I have a lot of questions on it. I should have wrote it down and then answered them on this. The main question I believe I get for that is, were you on any pain medication when you had it removed? No, I did not, because I was pretty sure that I was going to go into labor not too long after they removed it. And I wanted a completely 100% pain medication free childbirth. That is what I wanted. So I repeatedly, I can't even tell you how many times that I told them so many times, do not give me any pain medication. Yeah. I also made this video because I told you guys a long time ago about it, but then I deleted that video because I was really angry and mad. But I'm going to do it again because I'm still mad, but I'm not like filled with anger anymore. I did not have my cerclage completely removed in that video that keeps getting comments. At the time, I thought it was completely removed when I gave birth. I had to have a C-section because it was not completely removed. After it was removed from that video, they just kept calling it scar tissue. I heard scar tissue repeatedly for like the next 7 weeks or ish, 7-8 weeks, until he was born. Scar tissue. They checked my cervix so many times to see if I dilated. I was always stuck at a 2. So for them not to remove my cerclage, I was stuck at a 2 and 90% effaced. I had to have a C-section because my cervix started swelling up because of scar tissue. No, never was scar tissue. It was always the remainder of my cerclage. I'm making this video because I really wish I did something differently, except you can't take back that time, because they've had several doctors even investigate. If you look at my birthing video, you will hear the doctor saying that they wanted to see if there was any cerclage left in me, so they had 2 different OBGYNs even investigate and look down there and everything, and they said it was scar tissue. I had the cerclage left in me for another 11 months from his birth, when a different OBGYN removed it completely. 5 centimeters worth of cerclage was left in my body. I could have had my childbirth that I wanted. I didn't have to get the epidural like I ended up getting. I got the epidural because I was having back-to-back contractions. The worst back-to-back contractions in the world. And I know they're worse than they should have been because there was something preventing me to dilate. So I'm confident the contractions were worse than they should have been. I gave birth naturally with my first, and these contractions were way worse than the first time I gave natural birth. And when I say natural, I mean no pain medication. So I had more intense, worse contractions because of the cerclage was left in me. I ended up getting an epidural because I couldn't dilate any longer, and I couldn't take. What's the point of going through painful contractions on top of each other without any break? What's the point of going through that with no progress in dilation of your cervix? So of course I got an epidural. I had like no choice. Unless I wanted to die. I felt like I was dying. And the baby's heart rate dropped so many times after I got my epidural, which is very common with epidural. One of the reasons why I didn't want the thing in the first place. My cervix started to swell because the cerclage was left in me. I had to have a C-section in result of the cerclage left in me. They had to sedate me and put me out after Jack's birth because they found blood in my urine bag, the result of the cerclage left in me. 6 weeks after I gave birth, they still said I had significant scar tissue when really it was still the cerclage. He told me that I would learn to live with my scar tissue. The only reason why I went into a different OBGYN was because my husband could feel it while having intercourse. I could feel it if I inserted my fingers to feel the scar tissue. I was curious. It felt like a broken piece of plastic, and I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't like it. I didn't like that my husband could feel it. It wasn't like a physical thing. It was a I don't feel beautiful kind of thing. And so I went into my appointment thinking they were going to do some kind of procedure to fix the scar tissue, when really she just took the rest of my cerclage out, 5 centimeters worth. So I'm making this video because I got a lot of questions on that video, and I strongly urge you to try your hardest to somehow get your high risk to remove it. Why do I say that? Because you have to have a high risk to put it in. I'm thinking that it'd be I almost said great, so that sounded funny. I'm thinking it's a good idea. Since they are the ones that put it in, I think they should ought to take it out, because I had one OBGYN take it out just because he was on call that night that I was like in labor. So he took it out because he thought I was going to have the baby too, because I was having back-to-back contractions. So I had that OBGYN take it out. The one that I was actually seeing and saw me week after week after week to check my cervix and stretched me, he stretched me two different times and kept calling it scar tissue. He didn't know that I still had my cerclage in. When they had me come in after my due date to finally just like induce, they induced by breaking my water, and when my water breaks, my contractions start within like 15 minutes and they're back to back, because I'm like this, I'm on a competent cervix, I have babies like that. And he had another OBGYN come in and be like, let's see if there's still cerclage in there. It took like a half an hour, 45 minutes for 2 OBGYNs to say there's no cerclage in there, it's all scar tissue. So I've had 3 OBGYNs all up in my business and didn't take the whole damn thing out. So I'm thinking it'd be a good idea for your high risk to also take it out. So if you're like me and you have an incompetent cervix and you're getting a cerclage, or you have a cerclage, really talk to your doctor, share my story. If they don't believe you, have them contact me or email me or watch my videos, because I did not get the birth I wanted for me and my child. I was separated from my son over there sleeping. I was separated from him because of my cerclage not coming out. My left arm was like numb from the C-section that I kept telling my husband not to give him to me because I didn't want to drop my baby. All you want to do is hold your baby when you have your baby. So this is my story. I really, really, really hope you guys watch this video. It's concerning your health, it's concerning your body, and it's concerning the birth of your child. These are health risks, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. If I didn't have the cerclage, I would have lost Jack, my baby. But the bad thing is, there's definitely ups and there's definitely downs. You have to outweigh them, but I don't want you guys to be where I was at and want something so badly. I wanted so badly to have a natural birth. and that was taken from me with Jack. So that's all I have to say. If you have any more questions, ask away. Turn it off somehow.